Holi is the festival of colors, gulal, gujia, thandai, and along with that, it is also festival of kindness and joy. So what's your Holi plan? Hello and welcome to the In Focus series of Drishti IS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Holi and what are the types of Holi celebrated in India and what is the history of Holi. And this session is important for your culture and art, and this is very much important for your interview also because they can ask questions that what are the different types of Holi, and for your general knowledge also this particular topic is very much important. So moving towards the points of discussion part. Before moving to any discussion part, as you already know that today is the Holi and I wish you happy Holi to everyone. So coming to the discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about the types of Holi, then we are going to discuss about the history of Holi, and then practice question for prelims. So before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIE's channel. Moving towards the news part. So the news is that today is the 14th March and today we are celebrating Holi. So on the occasion of Holi, we have designed this special video for you. So we are going to discuss about the different types of Holi celebrated across the country. Also, we are going to discuss about the history and is Holi a festival of Hindus only or other communities also celebrate this festival. So let's move towards the types of Holi. So first of all, everyone knows about the Latmar Holi in Barsana and Nandgaon. So as you already know that the Holi of Mathura is very much famous, and there is a place of Radha, there is a place of Krishna. So Latmar is very famous Holi where playfully Holi is played between men and women, and it is a resonance between Radha and Krishna. So Latmar Holi is very much famous of Barsana and Nandgaon. So here women playfully chase men with sticks, symbolizing the playful teasing between Lord Krishna and Radha. So this is the Latmar Holi in Barsana and Nandgaon. Then we have Basant Utsav in Shantiniketan. So by following the legacy of Rabindranath Tagore, there is observance of Basant Utsav in Shantiniketan, and this particular festival marked harmony and unity between different communities. So this is the Basant Utsav in Shantiniketan, and it is also a festival of artistic expression, especially into the Shantiniketan. Then we have Dol Jatra in Odisha. So in Odisha, Holi is celebrated as Dol Jatra or Dol Purnima, and it is also dedicated to Lord Krishna and Radha. And the highlight of this celebration is the procession of the idols of Radha and Krishna in elaborately decorated palanquins, accompanied by singing, dancing and smearing of colors. So as you already know that Rath Yatra is very famous of Odisha. So kind of that we have also what you can say palanquin of Lord Radha and Krishna, and people celebrate and people cherish such moments. Then we have a different kind of Holi in Punjab, and we have Hola Mohalla in Punjab, and this particular Hola Mohalla has been initiated by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and it aims to instill valor, courage and unity amongst the Sikh community, and it is a fascinating blend of spirituality, athletics and cultural pride. So this is celebrated with colors and waters. The Sikh community in Punjab commemorates Holi with martial arts displays, mock battles and poetry recitation during Hola Mohalla. So different kind of Hola Mohalla and different kind of Holi celebration is observed in Punjab. Then we have this Pushkar Holi, and Pushkar Holi is very much famous. So it has also story of Brahma and thing, and they also play with colors, gulals, eat different kind of sweets. So we have a different kinds of Holi celebrated across the country. Now we are going to discuss about the history of Holi. So I think many of us know the story of Prahlad, Holika and Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu was a king he has this kind of feeling that he is the king and he is equal to God. So he asked his subjects that instead of God, just pray for him and just worship him. And he also expected same from his son Prahlad. But Prahlad is a devotee, Prahlad was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, and Prahlad refused to do so. And by seeing all these things, Hiranyakashipu has made a conspiracy with his sister Holika, and Holika has made a conspiracy that be sat on the pyre, because she has this blessings from the Brahma that she can't be burnt. And she took Prahlad in her lap and she burnt the fire. But Prahlad requested to Lord Vishnu, and Holika was burnt there. So that's why we observed Holika Dahan, because it is also a symbol of, what you can say, winning over evil. So good always wins. So this message has been given. So this is the story of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad and Holika. Then we have Radha Krishna's story, which is a playful teasing between Radha and Krishna. So this is also very much famous around Mathura region of the country. Then we have Kam Dahanam, which is famous in southern part of the country, especially in Tamil Nadu. So on the occasion of Kam Dahanam, there is a mythology behind that Lord Shiva has burnt the Kam, so that's why it is called as Kam Dahanam. And on this day, effigy burning of Kam, Lord Kam is there, so that's why it is called as Kam Dahanam. So this is the history of Holi, and different kind of folk stories, folk traditions are associated with the Holi. Now there comes a question that Holi is only festival of Hindu or other communities can also take part. So the Constitution of India says that we cannot prevent anybody to celebrate any festival. So we cannot solely say that Holi is a festival of Hindu. And we have a evidence of that Holi is not only festival of Hindu. In Mughal India, the Muslim community has also played the Holi, and in today's time also, so many different communities come together and they play Holi, and they mark this day as a day of unity and harmony. So if we talk about the evidences, then according to Abul Fazl, who is the author of Aine Akbari, so in Aine Akbari there is a description and there is a mention of Holi, and Abul Fazl has mentioned about the grand Pichkaris, and grand festival of Holi is celebrated. Also we have various paintings, and there is also mention in Tujhke Jahangiri, in that Jahangir is playing Holi with the Nur Jahan. We had also some evidences of Bahadur Shah Jafar, and his song is very much famous, which is called as Fags, Holi song. Then we have also evidences of Muhammad Shah Rangila playing Holi with his wife. So all these evidences shows that people were associated with these festivals, the empire were associated with this festival. So we cannot just solely say that this festival belongs to this particular community. And Holi is called as Eid-e-Gulabi during Mughal period, and Abe Pashi also. So Eid-e-Gulabi means pink Eid, and Abe Pashi means a colorful Holi or flower Holi. So this is Abe Pashi, and what you can say, pink Holi, Eid-e-Gulabi. So these are the evidences we have related to the Holi, and Holi was widely celebrated into the Mughal India. Now we are going to talk about the practice question for prelims. During the Mughal era, Holi was known as Eid-e-Gulabi, Eid-e-Rang, Shab-e-Holi, Jashn-e-Basant. So this is very easy one. You can answer into the comment section. And that's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, so you can ask into the comment section. And after the Holi, as you already know that prelims is coming, so celebrate Holi with great laughter and joy. And after that, be prepared for your prelims examination. Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy Holi to everyone.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.